As an HVAC technician, we have a lot of legally obtained copper and aluminum. And I know what you're thinking, how can kids go through this much pop? I didn't want you guys to find out this way, but my wife has a drinking problem. So today, let's see what we can make with this. Don't judge me, this is just part of getting through the work week. So in having access to a lot of copper, brass, aluminum, I decided to buy a propane melting furnace. I actually decided to buy it in May, and it got here in time for the heat waves. So we're just now opening it. It's August. Let's see what we have. We have a user manual. We might want to keep this one though. We got a handle, looks like. Looks like a chute for the gas. Another chute for the gas. Okie dokie. So some assembly is going to be required. What's this here? Oh, fancy. Oops, something stuck on the bottom. It is the lid. So we have the lid. We got the gas regulator. Here's the crucible itself. I think that's the little block to keep it up off of the bottom. Here's the furnace. Another brick, and it looks like that's it. The user manual. Alright, let's go through these together, shall we? Alright, it says first install the gas outlet nozzle to the burner. Note, screw the nozzle to the red line, then tighten the screws above. Is there a red line? I don't see no red line. Alright, we'll just try it about there. We have two of them. We're just trying to make them both about the same. Probably like our gas ovens, you have to move this back and forth to get more or less airflow with it. Why is it not turning? Good. That should turn. It's not wanting to turn. We'll just have to turn this. So that should twist, but it's tight. It won't go. Step 3 is to connect it to the propane. Really? That seems like we should wait. And then step 4, we slide these into the burner. I would have thought it should have went all the way in there, but maybe that's designed for something else. Maybe the heat coming back, this helps dissipate it. Like a stand up like a heat sink. All right, then we open the gas inlet to increase the gas circulation. Put the crucible into the furnace, open regulator, ignite the gas. All right, well, we turn this on here. I feel like, okay, I smell gas. You know what, they really don't say, well, they didn't give me, well, I don't see an Allen wrench. I'm sure I got a ton of these laying around elsewhere. All right, let's set this over here. I presume I want this to be somewhat level here. Probably gonna kill the grass around it. I think I read that that's a graphite crucible, like the same stuff they make pencils with. So we have this on. I have no idea what the best way to light this is gonna be, but we're gonna use a glove. We'll just have as a flame over top here, like waiting for a gas furnace to ignite. Alright, I don't know how long it takes. We'll just keep an eye on that pop can. In the meantime, I got some Teton Bond. This is silica-based foundry sand. That pop can already looks like a flimsy piece of paper bouncing in there. Ooh. Maybe we could use a little more. This stuff feels weird. Alright, this is something I found at Goodwill for like $1. I thought it looked pretty cool, so let's see if maybe we can do something with it. Make a little dam around it, maybe? I don't know. Never done this before. I've seen videos. They made it look a lot easier than this, though. Alright, now let's see if we can lift this up out of here, I guess. How hot is too hot? Damn, everything in there is going orange. so much slag in it. I don't know how to fight the slag. Oh, that's getting fucking hot. That is hot. Let's get some. Shit, that's hot. For one thing, I need better freaking gloves. Might be way too hot. Alright, so there's a little bit of melted aluminum in there. I probably messed it up, but we're gonna let it cool. I got a whole bunch of this slag shit. Is that typical? Is there that much trash in these pop cans? Just from that crucible setting here, the wood was trying to catch on fire. We'll have to see if we can salvage something out of that. It may not be so horrible. That's starting to solidify a little bit there. So is this sand reusable when it burns like that? I guess it's just the upper layer. I can't mess it up any further, can we? Thinking I probably could mess it up further. Oh no, I broke it. Should have let it cool on its own a little bit longer. Oh, that would have came out so good. That would have been so good. Look at that. But at least we know it takes a little less than this amount of aluminum to do that, so let's try again. I will have to start watching more videos because I've seen like 1 or 2 videos and their end result turned out way better than mine did. Now that this is cooled down, how strong is that? Cool. Yeah, that's pretty strong. So again, we know we need this much aluminum, so we'll melt that back down. That is one of the good things. If you mess up, you just reuse your same material. And here's a little more aluminum that I dumped out over here. That is so stupid hot. All right, wish me luck. Oh, there's slag on top of it. All right. Oh shit, that's hot. That is hot as shit. These gloves ain't good enough. All right, we're just gonna let that cool on its own and we'll come back. It's been about 10 minutes. I am actually just clearing away the sand away from the outside edges. Let a little more air and cooling get in there to it. Not bad for an amateur attempt, I would say. All right, let's see if we can clean it up a little bit. We're gonna need those and those. Not perfect, but then, you know, what relationship is perfect? I kind of like the unseen side is more rounded. And there's lots of imperfections. I got a present for you.
Aww. You made that out of all the cans?
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
There's the original one.
That's really good. Thank you.